Peace, King. How you feeling?
How you doing, brother? Thank you, man. Thank you
All
so
is
much.
well. All is well. It's
Yeah,
definitely an
thanks.
honor. I appreciate you coming through, man. Um,
Oh,
and
for sure, man.
yeah. I definitely admire what you're doing. You putting some major work in. I had seen the trailer. What is it? For your upcoming project, Collateral Interest.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Collateral
Yeah.
interest. How did you see it on an ad or something?
I'm not sure because I'm in Ghana now. You from Ghana?
Yeah. Well, my parents. I was born here. I'm second generation, but
Oh
I'm in the
wow.
United States. Yeah, I'm in U.S. right now, in New York.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a coincidence, man. I was scrolling down my timeline and I think I seen the trailer, then I hit the link and all of that and checked it out.
Wow.
Now is the project out already or is
It's just funny you do it because the project come out tomorrow,
wow, okay,
April
okay.
16th. Yeah, so that's God that we connected. They come out tomorrow on Tubi and Amazon Prime. So I
Wow,
know
that's
you guys got Amazon Prime out there, so you can see it.
yeah. No, I definitely want to check it out. Like, I mean, I want to ask you a couple questions, then we'll get back into it. So for the viewers who
Okay.
may not recognize you, let them know who you are and
Okay.
definitely where you from.
Yeah. So my name's Yaw Agyapong, man. Born in the Bronx, New York. I'm from New York. Started doing film at the age of 23 while I was going to school to be a medical doctor. I kind of took a different route. I said I'm gonna start doing film, man, and I'm self-taught. Never went to film school. I started 2020, 2012, around 2012, 2013. So far that's 11 years. And this June will make 11 years. And basically, man, just kept going. I finally hit my big break where I finally did my first TV series with DeAndre Bonds from Snowfall. I don't know if you guys know that show. And then you got DeAndre Bonds, he plays Scully, Stacy from The Wood also. That's a couple of his roles. And then Robert Lazardo, Haha Davis, he's on Instagram. And then NDO Champ as well. So it's a big show, man. And now I did about 50 to 60 films overall, and this is my first TV series. I did a few documentaries on top of that, but this is my first big break, man. And it's coming out tomorrow for the world to see, man. So I'm waiting for the reviews to come in, and that's tomorrow's where it really all starts, man.
Wow, that's what's up. Now the people you mentioned, those some big names, those some icons. Now they all gonna be in that this one project.
Yeah, all of them. It's a TV series, just to clarify too. So I know some people get it confused. It's not a movie. A movie is just 60 minutes and it's over. But it's a TV series, so we got a few episodes. We got 4 or 5 episodes, and yeah, it's TV series. They're in all of those people I name are in the show, man.
Wow, that's even better. I mean, from my opinion, you got your own TV series. You put some work in. Like you say, you got over 50 projects. That's really inspiring.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, it took a long time, 11 years doing it. A lot of, majority of the projects were just independent, all of them independent, but majority of them didn't go as far because, I was still testing the waters, using this camera. So about 20 something, 30 something films. Then I really, got my feet wet and understood what I was doing. And that's when people start hiring me to do films and stuff like that. And then eventually I started doing my own films and just got better. But it took me about 50 to 60 projects to get here.
Wow. So the viewers, if y'all watching this, that's how much work you got to put in. And you say you just now getting your first big break. That's phenomenal. I applaud you for that, King. Because the trailer dope. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Okay, yeah, thank you, man. No, it's not. And by the way, also to throw this in there, the trailer, I edited the trailer as well. So everything that you're gonna see tomorrow is I edited the work as well. So I directed it, I wrote it, and then I what do you call it? Edited as well.
Okay, okay. Now I wanted to ask you. You said you was going to school to be a doctor. Man, did you ever finish, or is it just
So
filmed from
so
here on out, or?
Yeah, so I got my bachelor's degree, and then I was going to get my chemistry degree, and I was like 3 credits away from getting a chemistry degree while I was applying for the medical schools to be a doctor. It was just a lot of work, and I said, you know what? In terms of being not a lot of work, but everything's a lot of work to achieve it. But I wasn't interested in becoming a doctor. That was my parents' dream and stuff like that because my brothers and sisters in the medical field. So I got my degrees and stuff, but I said, nah, I don't want to go on and be a doctor. Because you get stuck in that field, or any field you get stuck in. If you don't have a passion for it, you're not interested in it, you're gonna feel stuck for the rest of your life. So I just said, I'm gonna do what I want to do. So I kind of went through the list of the things I like and then came across film and said, yo, I'm gonna stick with this. I like telling stories. This is crazy. Like, so to work with DeAndre Bonds, Robert Lazardo, two big actors that I saw growing up, man, like, oh wow, I can't believe I'm working with DeAndre Bonds. Like, he's right here in front of me. I grew up watching this on TV. It's possible, man. And the crazy thing is, I didn't achieve anything compared to others that have achieved more, right? So there's always a higher level. There's always a higher level, man. You can't get content like, oh, I did a big job. I'm doing my thing. Nah, I don't have that mentality, man. I'm grateful. And now we got to move on to the next thing. So I'm already 3 movies ahead. I already got 2 projects done. I'm working on the third as we speak. Literally, I was talking to my manager. He said he's going to call me soon. We're going on the third one, 3 ahead of Collateral. And that's how you got to hustle. 3 ahead.
That's truly inspiring. But man, you done put in some work, like I said earlier. So for the viewers that's kind of, on the fence, like, man, I want to have a job, pay my bills, get a house. They thinking about going the traditional route, but they got this dream that's just in the back of their head. They got this passion for something else. If you could speak to that a little bit, and then on top of that, your family, they coming from another country, and your brothers and sisters, they following that path, and you like, no, I'm gonna make movies. How was they receptive to that, or were they like, are you crazy, or what was their response?
hmm Yeah. So, first of all, let me speak to the people that, no, I'll go this route first. So, no, they weren't receptive to it. Everybody say, you stupid, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your time, you're not doing your thing. And most people are not going to believe in your dream until it starts making sense in both ways. Until it start making sense, until it start making sense. That's when people are going to start believing in your dream, man. So the stadium's always empty in the beginning, even in the football games when they before anybody comes in there, guess what is empty? It always starts empty, but it fills up eventually. So they weren't receptive to it until like my 7th year, where clients started to hire me. I work with TJ Millionaire Mentor. That's one of my mentors, man. Very wealthy guy. He gives back, things of that nature. So I work with him, did a couple documentaries with him. I work with Mike Rashid, Killer Mike. He just won 3 Grammys. I work with him. Outcast, big boy. So you can type it in, you'll see all that there. John Singleton nomination. So I accomplished all this stuff. H from HBO, you can type it in, you'll see that there. Once I started getting those things, Essence Magazine and all these big things, ABFF, Urban World, that 17-time award-winning nominated director. So I'm like, okay, this guy, he knows what he's doing. Like, he's good. He's good. That's when the respect came. So you got to understand now. Now let me address the crowd that says, I got to get a house. I don't got no money to do my dream. I got kids. I live here. I'm trying to pay my bills. Everyone else that became successful had the same type of problems, dog. Everyone else that became successful had the same type. You're not the only guy in the world that had them problems. You're not the only lady in the world that has problems. Everyone, even successful people, have problems. Problems ain't gonna go nowhere. So you got to choose your difficulty. You either want to choose the difficulty of losing and staying in the position you're in, or you want to choose the difficulty of being successful and having problems are never going to disappear. You just got to choose the kind of problems you want. You want successful problems or unsuccessful problems? I'd rather take the successful problems. You see what I'm saying? So you have to just do it. You can listen to motivational videos all day. I can sit here and talk to you. Taye could interview 10, 12, 15 people. You can listen to his thing. No one is going to allow you to do it but you. You motivation out. You don't need to listen to no more motivational videos. You know exactly what to do. Dudes always ask that. You know exactly what to do. Go work. You got a job. When you get off work, instead of watching Power and different TV shows, take a break off of that for a week and start planning your next move. That's why you dudes don't get nowhere, because they realize when it's time for them to finally wake up and somebody finally throws a water now, it's like, yo, I really wasted a lot of time. And people say it's never too late. Oh no, there's something as too late. Oh yeah, certain things there's too late. Don't be fooled into that either. Where it's never too late. It's never too late to chase your dream, but certain buses don't come back around. Sometimes the door is closed. Them buses don't come back around. So you have to understand when it's time to go. That's why Eminem made the song, You Only Get One Shot. There's a lot of people that speak about success, and success leaves clues. You have to study other people's success. Everyone had problems. Elon Musk, you name it, I could tell it. I study Warren Buffett. Another thing, I'm talking to these people that feel like they have something over their head or cloud, they're stressed, they got bills and this and this and this. Everyone has problems, from Warren Buffett, Elon Musk. He quit his second day when he was going to his PhD program. He quit. He said, I'm not going anymore. He went home and created a website and started doing his thing. Later on, SpaceX and Tesla was born. Now he's one of the richest men in the world. Everyone got a story. But if you knew him back then and he said, I'm about to drop out of school, what would y'all told him? Oh, you stupid, man. You crazy. You about to drop out of school? But now look at the success. So no one's going to believe in you, dude. Stop making excuses and go for it. Just do it. And you got to block out the noise. Ghost everyone. Because the first time you step out of that comfort zone, most people are going to be against you because you're doing something different than what they expected you to do, because they're not doing it. Don't listen to the noise. Ghost everyone. That's my advice to them.
Man, real talk. I appreciate you sharing that. That's definitely some gems that the dream chasers can hold on to, because like you say, you put 7 years into something, and a lot of people not willing to do that, or they don't
Hmm.
see their dream through that far. They quit after
Hmm.
1 year or 6 months
Yep.
or 12.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
I definitely take my hat off to you. And like you say, the problem's never going to go away. You could have $1 million. If you know what I'm saying, if you got a bad relationship with your girl, $1 million ain't gonna save it. You got a bad relationship with your family, $1 million ain't gonna fix that. But we think that we get this bag, we heaven on earth from now on, but it's still a struggle.
It's still a struggle, brother. There's problems everywhere, and they're gonna charge you more money. You gotta work harder to get more money. It's harder to stay rich than to get rich. Dudes don't know that. It's harder to stay rich than to get rich. Stay rich means now you're living in a different bracket. How do I make more money to sustain this lifestyle and go to the next level? Because the money going down. And if I don't keep selling the way I was selling my podcast, my show, my movie, my books, I'm about to go back down to the broke level. It's easier to be broke than rich. Dudes got to understand. You don't need no requirements to be broke. You don't need nothing. To be rich, there's some requirements, brother. Let's talk. Come on, we on the Taye show, man. Let's go.
Right, especially if you famous too.
Hmm.
If people recognize your face and you can't go nowhere and you done lost
Oh
all your
yeah,
money, that got to be a horrible feeling. So
that one is
stay
true.
strong.
That's a bad one. Yeah, that's a bad one. So it's all in the game. It's a game. You either play or you move aside and let the big dogs do it.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Now I want to ask you, like, when you first got started, did you start out as a director, or were you an actor? Were you doing stunts? Were you producing? Were you like doing what they
Yeah.
call like an internship? Or
Yeah. So when I started right out the gate, I was a director. I see you see when you want something in life, you gotta come out the gate and say, I'm doing this. If it take me 10 times longer, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. But at the same time, you gotta learn to be a student. A general always knows how to be a soldier. You gotta soak up game in order to give it one day. You see what I'm saying? So I wasn't afraid to learn from people. At the same time, you couldn't talk me into, oh, yo, you should try acting. Yo, you should try. No, 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 no. This is what I want to do right here. I need to direct. I don't need to hear all that other stuff. So I stayed with directing, soaked up game. I studied the greats. I studied different areas. Just because you want to be one thing, don't study the other areas, because it can strengthen you in that area when you learn other things. So I still learned the lighting, the sound, and all that other stuff. And then I said, I'm sticking with this directing. I love directing. I didn't even think of going to anything else. I just want to teach myself the other areas. But I stuck with directing, and here we are, man. Point blank, period.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Now I gotta ask you this: when you watching movies or TV shows, when they go off, they have all these credits: executive producer, director, assistant director. What
Mhm.
exactly is a director for the people that just not privy to it?
Okay. So director is the head of set when it comes to the vision of the film. What I mean by the vision of the film is the way that you see it play out. This guy walks here, then he grabs him and does this, then explosion goes up. He's the one that says, no, no, no. The writer is the one that starts it off. That's the one that starts it off. The writer, he tells the story, but the director has the power to manipulate it and change it, sometimes change the words, tell the actor to get angry when you do this. And he has so much power, the director. So if you don't like a movie 9 out of 10 times, it's really everyone's fault, but it's the director people blame, because it's like, you have the power to change this story, whether you got a good script or bad script. You can a good director can turn a horrible script, meaning something that's written, into something that's amazing. You see, and a bad director can get a beautiful script and turn it into something that's horrible. So really, the power is the director. The responsible is the director. So I'm the one that tells the actors what to do, what to say. No, I don't like that line. Cancel that out. So in the end, when they say director, I'm the one that created and put it in front of you. So when you see Collateral Interest tomorrow, who's the director? Yeah, that means every word you see, this person got angry, this comes next, and this, the guns. I thought of that and said, let's do it this way. And then on top of that, I'm the writer as well. So you're going to see all of that.
Wow, that's dope. So you directing and writing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, now what is that process like? If you could speak to that, because we think of
Yeah.
writers, we think of people that write books or people that write music, but how do you write a movie or a TV script?
Yeah, there's different worlds. Music, books. Books, I would say, is the closest thing to movies, obviously. Novels. But the thing about I'm sorry, the thing about screenplays is you're telling an actual story that's going to take place. It's different from a book. A book, you have to imagine what it looks like. You have to imagine what the red shirt looks like when they say he's wearing a red shirt in the book. Movie, you don't. When they say red shirt, you're gonna see what the red shirt looks like. When they say he's smiling, the actor has to smile the same way the director wants him to or the writer wants to. If not, it's going to be off. So when it comes to script writing, me personally, I don't like it. I'm good at it, I believe, but I don't. That's something I don't like. It's very tedious. It takes a long time. It's a lot of revisions and stuff. So now I got a team I'm working with. Even my new movie, I got a team that's helping me write this one. I already wrote it. I came up with the whole concept and idea, but now I got someone to put it on paper. That's the tedious part that I don't like doing. So now I have someone breaking it down. There's a certain structure for screenplays. You can't just write like crazy because remember your screenplay, which is the script. I'm talking about screenplay is another word for script, film script. That's going out to the actors. That's going out to the producers, the people that are going to invest their money. So your format got to be right. It got to make sense. The story, they got to be twists and turns. The beginning has to somehow emulate the end. The end has to emulate the beginning. The middle has to make sense. It's all like putting together a recipe. It's different from a book, a little different from a book, because it's actually going to be shot and take place. So you have to be very careful with that when it comes to screenplays. Very, very cautious.
Wow, that's what's up. Okay, now I wanted to ask you this. Do you have a preference in terms? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pause this up.
Okay.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you this. Is there a significant difference in directing a TV show versus a film?
Yes. So the difference between a TV show and a film is the TV show is a world. So you can't just do episode one and be like, oh, we done, man. That's it. No, it's not it. You have to find out how does it continue. You have to find out how does it continue to episode two? How does two continue to three? How does three go to four? And then on top of that, when you write in and directing one, two, three, and four, a good director is going to put Easter eggs inside of it. So when you put Easter eggs inside of it, you're laying little eggs in there so that in season two, three, people can spin back and go, oh, that's why that happened at season one. I get it now. So you're really writing for the future when you're doing a TV series. You're not writing to end it. You're writing so it continues for multiple seasons. Whereas a movie, I just got to hit 80 minutes and I'm done. So we're going to make the beginning, tell the story. The middle, we're going to give you some drama and action. And the end, they're going to go home and live forever. And that's it. So a movie, in my opinion, is simpler, depending on how complex the movie is. I'll say that because there's some crazy movies out there. But TV series is harder because it's a world and you have to keep the audience attention for the duration of that world. Because dudes will leave after season one. How many shows have you seen after season one? It's like, nah, this ain't it no more. How many times after episode three, you're like, this show sucks. So it's your job to keep the audience intact and keep them interested throughout the whole series. That's why tomorrow's a big day. And was I able to keep your attention and go, yo, this show is crazy for 4 episodes? Well, you're going to find out, Taye, if I was able to do that.
Oh yeah, nah, I seen that trailer. I know that mug gonna be off the hook, and you got a legend, DeAndre Bonds, in there, man. He ain't playing no games. So I want to ask you about him specifically. What was it like working with him? Because he's been in the industry since he was like a kid, and he's still at it. Still,
Oh,
people
yeah.
loving him.
Oh, man. DeAndre Bonds, man. DeAndre Bonds is one of a kind, man. Like, come on set, very quiet, friendly guy, stays to himself, mind his business, very professional. As soon as it's time to go, when I tell you I was shocked, because this is my first time working with Hollywood actors, this guy knew all his everything. He knew I'm like, dang, yo. Most of the time we gotta rehearse and tell him, yo, Taye, you gotta tell him, yo, do this line. Oh, I forgot that line. What's that? This guy, when you deal with Hollywood actors like DeAndre and Robert, he knew it. I said 3, 2, 1, action. And I'm looking at him saying the words that I wrote while I was in my house. And I'm like, yo, he knows all my words, yo. Every single word, he's saying it. I was so shocked, like, yo, this is crazy. And then what he does that's amazing about DeAndre is he'll throw a little in there to exacerbate a little more, just to make it a little better, but he doesn't go overboard. See, sometimes when actors add some juice, that's my term I use, juice, meaning to turn up a little, to add more, to give the scene flavor, to emphasize on certain things, or what do you call it? What is the word called? When you just make improvise. When you improvise, amateur actors do too much. They start throwing way too, and it's like, yeah, you're going way too off. He knows exactly how much to add and how much not to add. So DeAndre is a beast. I'm telling you, man. Y'all gonna see. You're gonna see tomorrow. You're gonna see tomorrow.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm gonna have to tap in for sure and check you out. Big shout out to that, King. I definitely
Yeah.
look forward to it. Let me see. I know you got moves to make, so we're gonna wrap it up. But I want to ask
Okay.
you, okay, for the viewers who want to tap in, they want to follow what you're doing because, like you say, you got 3, 4 uh, projects in the can ready to go. So, do you have a website? Is it better for them to follow you on social media
Yeah.
and
I
also let
mean,
them know again where they could tune in for that collateral interest project?
oh man, thank you, Tate, for having me, man. You can follow me on Agyapong Films Originals on Instagram, Agyapong Films. So that's my last name right here, A as an apple, Gyapong Films, Films, and Originals. And then yeah, the underscore the real Yaw. You can find me there. Let me make sure the artist center. Hold on, brother. Yeah, the real Yaw underscore. I'm sorry. So it's the real and then YAW underscore. That's on Instagram. Collateral Interest coming out tomorrow, my first TV series, and then I'm going back to what I usually do, which is what got me out there with the HBO and all that stuff. Is my thrillers. That's my key thing. Is thrillers. Jordan Peele, Get Out. If you guys know that movie, those are the kind of movies I make. Is thrillers, man. And I have a crazy, crazy one coming that I'm going to be working with a big Hollywood star. So I might be on them red. I don't want to say too much, but I'll be on the red carpets on TV soon, very soon. This is a big one. This one is big. It's coming up. It's called Darker Than Night. That is my next big, big feature. But I already have 2 more done. I have a big documentary that's called Tochi. That's coming out. There's something surprise with that's going on. That's another Hollywood type thing we're working on. I can't tell. And then I have Last Patient, last encounter. That's done already finished. Sitting on my phone and computer, we're waiting on that. So we're talking about that, where to put it. So Darker Than Night is my next big, gigantic feature, bigger than Collateral. Put it that way. It's called Darker Than Night. And just wait, Tay. You'll see. We're gonna do another interview, and you'll see about that. But other than that, keep following me, and you'll see my Instagram page, man. Everything's growing through God's grace. Brothers like you and I can get together, man. I want to see you grow, Tay. I want to see other brothers win, man. That's it. I just want to see us win. People win, man.
Man, no doubt, no doubt. I truly appreciate you. This episode been definitely inspiring, man. I gotta keep standing on my dreams and keep chasing. Hopefully, the viewers do as well. I'm gonna check out that
Mm-hmm.
collateral interest tomorrow for sure. And like you
Yep.
say, we can reconnect when your future projects come out, man. Don't hesitate, hit me up. But I'll be following you. I'll reach out to you as well. So I want to thank the viewers for tuning in. This has been a phenomenal episode. So until next time, family. Peace.
Thank you, Tay. Catch you guys. Peace.
All right.